All right, what's going on, everybody? Willis here. We're back with another Ark Raiders video. Bit of a news update for you guys today. We got some huge news as well. Embark have basically just put out a new news article for Duo Q Matchmaking. We've got some new cosmetic store price changes, some new raider decks, so all that and more in this video. So in this video, we're going to be giving away a deluxe edition of the game. So if you want to enter, like the video, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe. We'll be picking the winners over in my Discord, where there's actually another giveaway for a deluxe edition. All you have to do is join the Discord, which will be in the pinned comment. Right, let's jump into it. So yeah, it's been kind of a news overload this week with Ark Raiders. We've been reaching new highs. We've seen the all-time peak of Ark Raiders just 3 days ago at 462k players over on Steam, which is crazy. This was on Sunday the 9th. And Embark actually put something out saying that they've reached over 700,000 players on all platforms, which is just nuts. It seems like Ark Raiders is blowing up. A lot of people are calling it the new sort of like, I guess, Fortnite era type game, Marvel Rivals type game, where it has that popularity. What do you guys think on this? I don't think it's quite the level of where Fortnite is, but it's definitely becoming a mainstream game that so many different players and even streamers are covering. So this is really exciting. As well, on to other news regarding Ark Raiders and its use of AI. So Nexon has defended the game's use of generative AI, suggesting players should assume that every game company is now using AI. So if you're not up to date on what's happening with the whole AI situation, there was a lot of backlash lately with Ark Raiders developers using AI in their games. It was a lot of stuff to do with the voices and I guess like the voice actors and stuff. It's a pretty interesting read. I'm not going to cover it too much, but a lot of players are sort of, I guess, shaming Ark Raiders for using AI. And yeah, obviously AI is seen as this tool, I guess, to steal from people, steal people's jobs. Now, obviously AI can be used to help game development. And yeah, you've got to understand that AI is probably used in like 90% of things nowadays. But I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on the use of AI in games and what you think. In other news regarding glitches, I used to cover glitches so much on my channel. So it looks like there is a crazy glitch out right now with the Queen. I've been seeing this like all over my feed. It seems like if you place a blaze grenade trap on the underside of the Queen, you can pretty much one-shot the Queen, which is just nuts. You don't have to sit there for like 10 minutes, everybody with grenade launchers, and it's pretty broken. But yeah, here's a sort of like little more easier guide here to follow. You basically just go up to the Queen, make sure it's not looking at you, and you put it on the sort of backside by here, like you can see. You see there's like this backside sort of area. You put it on the left side by here. You can see the laser coming off where you need to put it, and that'll just one-shot the Queen. It is nuts. Now, onto the actual big news. This came out an hour ago, so we're going to be covering this now. So, yes, it says, hello, Raiders. Here's a quick update on a few areas of discussion in the community and the actions we've taken. So the first thing is Duo Q Matchmaking. We've silently tested and enabled Duo prioritized matchmaking beginning earlier this week. Duo matchmaking will work like this. First, we prioritize solos and squads to play separately. After that, we prioritize duos to play with other duos, and for trios to play with other trios. Please note that this is not a 100% guaranteed system, so you may at times run into different constellations and players other than your own. So obviously, I think, yeah, the main issue we were having with Ark Raiders currently is a lot of people like to play in duos. Now, people playing in duos probably don't want to go up against a 3-man because obviously you're severely outnumbered. The numbers advantage in Ark Raiders is huge. If there's 3 people running at you, there's no way you're going to be able to kill all 3 people. But at least when it's like the 2v2, duos versus duos, there is that opportunity and fairness to it. So I think that's really cool. So they said they silently tested and enabled Duo prioritized matchmaking earlier this week. And the thing is, I actually feel like I noticed this a lot. We weren't running into as many 3-man groups, and it was always those 2v2 encounters. So I like this. What's your guys' thoughts on this? Up next, huge W, store cosmetic prices. We have heard your feedback. We reviewed our prices and made adjustments to lower prices where applicable. Revised prices will go live tomorrow, Thursday the 13th at 10:30 CET. For any raider who has already made a purchase on the old pricing, we'll compensate you for the difference. These Raider tokens will be refunded back to you into your account in the coming weeks. That is honestly major W. So it seems like all of the cosmetics across the board now have lower prices. And if you bought anything for the higher prices, you're going to get the difference refunded. That is amazing. It was one of the major few concerns that the community was having is a lot of the cosmetic stuff was way too expensive to buy. So they've just gone ahead. Hey guys, we've just made it cheaper. There you go if you want. So yeah, huge W for the devs here. Actually kind of clutch. Amazing. And then next we have Raider decks. It says at the moment, we have one free Raider deck available for all players. In the future, you'll see both free and premium Raider decks. Important things to note. Now, the Raider decks are essentially, let's call them like the battle passes. They're basically battle passes. It says gameplay items are only in free Raider decks to help you along the way as a new Raider. We've included some gameplay items in the free Raider deck, which can be unlocked via progression. And there is no pay-to-win items in the premium Raider decks. And that's the most important thing. The focus for the premium decks are based on cosmetics and convenience. So that's good to hear. There will be no advantages of buying these premium Raider decks. It says for more details on what's to come on Ark Raiders, be sure to check out our 2025 roadmap, which we're going to recap on here if you guys have forgot about the roadmap. So November, we're getting the new Stellar Montis map. I'm assuming this is going to be towards the end of the month. We've got the community unlock event, which I'm assuming has got something to do with the Stellar Montis map. The new Ark, the Matriarch, and the Shredder. We've got new gameplay items, new quests. And then we've got the Cold Snap, which is probably happening in December, yes. Which is this new, I'm assuming, weather map condition. You've got the Flickering Flames event. You've got the new Expedition Departure window. You've got until then. So this is when the expedition is departing, is December. So for anyone that's working towards that, you've got until December to do that reset. You've got the new Raider deck. And then you've got new quests. So that's essentially the roadmap for that. Now, check this out. I saw this over on Reddit, and this hasn't really happened to me. But it seems like if you get killed by a hacker or if there's some type of unfair play, your items will get returned to you. You can see here this player had their items returned over on Reddit. It says your items were lost due to unfair play, but we managed to get them back for you. They're now available for you to claim and take with you on your next journey. Topside, we're committed to building an environment where gameplay is about skill, teamwork, and fun, not unfair advantages. Thanks for being a part of this mission. Together, we're building Ark Raiders into a fair and fun experience for everybody. Actually huge. So if for some reason you're killed by a hacker, and that hacker then gets banned, I'm assuming what happens is any single person that hacker has killed will have all of their items returned. So I feel like this is something that works. And I don't know why this hasn't been done in a lot of other extraction shooters. If you get killed by a hacker, this hacker then gets banned for hacking. Every single person that person has killed should get all of their stuff back. It just makes sense. And I don't know why this is the first time I'm seeing this, but it's massive. W devs once again. All right, going back to the whole AI situation and what's happening with that. So basically what happened was Embark Studios created their voice lines through AI assistants fueled by real humans. How do we separate machine learning from slop and define what's right or wrong? So that was the whole thing in which people were annoyed at, is a lot of the voices in Ark Raiders are obviously AI assisted, so people don't have to record 1 million voice lines. But then it gets the question where, okay, if every studio starts doing this, when's the point in which we don't need actual voice actors, right? So that was the whole situation there. Just to cut it short and not make that super long, Ark Raiders were using generative AI for voices and voice lines, but they were still using real voice actors, I guess, to make them work less, only record a few things, and then they would just use their voice AI. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick news update. If you did, hit it with a like, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to come and join the Discord because we're giving away a deluxe edition of the game, guys. Get those 6 skins. Anyway, see you in the next one, guys. Peace.